Hey guys, it's Timberwolf here, and welcome to the Banner Saga, a game of Vikings and trolls and humans and just good old war. Anyway, I've tested it out just to see if it works with my recording software, and it seems to be going fine. So let's get into it and restart the Banner Saga. Different perspectives. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survive through the tenuous alliance, driving back destroyers through dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun.
Að sjá dreggjan á ferli neðan vor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Of giants and men, except our giants have goat horns. Now it's time to get down to it. Or if you had trouble reading or understanding what they said, that doesn't come with subtitles. And as it is, they don't really speak in any sort of language that I know of anyway, so you've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Click and drag around the screen to see your surrounding. Portrait shows the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, the enemy is red. It's my turn to act. Okay, this is pretty much a lot like Heroes of Might and Magic. To target an enemy, click the tile on which they stand. Allied tiles are blue, the enemies are red. Target him. Now choose to attack his strength or break his armor. Breaking his armor allows you to do more damage to him. So, strength comes as both health and damage. Loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to take more damage in the future. And the enemy only has 5 strength remaining, so a strength attack will kill him. Click the fist now and confirm. Yeah, well, you stab him in the heart. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve the characters. After taking action, your turn ends, and now it's the enemy's turn. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield banger's high armor. Our armor is shown here. Yeah. Now is your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range, but on his cute willpower to boost. Okay, we're going to go over here. Yes. So we have armor, our strength, our willpower, exertion, armor break, and ability rank. So, he's got a special ability that we can use, which is called Tempest. Which just allows us to strike both of them at once, even though I click one. Possibly three. Made quick work of the bodyguards, and there's only when there's only one enemy left, players enter pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order, and there's no more guaranteed moves. Check the initiative, see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest to regain 1 willpower. So we expect him to rest. Shield Banger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. So what we can do is we can click here. The number of stars available is determined by your exertion, which is that green chain one there. So click the star and click that to kill him. And they all lay down at your feet. And we grow 5 renown.
Like a
Just
rabid
'cause-
wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and bar slaughter each other, even before the threats arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more threats to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. 12 families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade. Quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head.
The king seems suitably unimpressed.
I'm in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Seems everyone's a bit messed up. Chapter 1 lingers on. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eric, steward of Strand. I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is, or I'm just here for the tithe. What do you want? What do you want? Government tells me you'll be giving us a hand. Seems a bit chaotic around here, Eric. It's been worse. We've got a lot of irons in the fire. What does he want exactly? Scarflings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. Government just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me at the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. We gotta click here, the market. It's got a little sign over it. It tells us where to go. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Coloured canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scarfling's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, Had. So when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try and kill you this time. They don't talk to me. Eric need some help here? I had a change of heart. I hope you do give us a hard time. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everyone thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? Intimidate him, pay him, do nothing. Let's do nothing and see what happens. Eric overturns his flimsy table, scattering Had's assortment of junk across the ground. Gods, Eric, laying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? Where are the scarflings? Scarflings? I don't know. Scarflings. Noblemen, up by the east wall, but that was months ago, last I know. Had skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gunoff, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bought 'em while you were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. No reason, they look good. You look like a frog. Better than an eggplant. Gunoff goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seemed unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be halfling. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman is a mead hall, best I can tell. Name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of those skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Shouldn't we have an approach of some sort? Where is this place again? After this, I'm done here. Shouldn't we have an approach? What a luxury. Come on, you're very mopped up worse today. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. I'll have to see if I can put on an accent for when I play as a giant. See if I can make my voice any deeper for you guys. You arrive in front of what must be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eric appears with a weather-beaten man introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out. Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get it over with. You're walking through the front door. I'd rather sit this one out. Walking through the front door. They ran to a meat house, said Valgard. I'll be surprised they can stand up straight right now. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of a table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scarflings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Why do we have to beat on them now? What has he got? Light step. He can move through allies. He's got higher willpower, high strength. Not quite as high as this one. He's got high strength. But he can do less damage. So I can sort of move them around like so. Put them together like this. Actually, it might be better if I do that. There we go. Because we want to protect the other two. And this one. Can he... Oh wait, I don't really get a choice in who I have to pick, so... Let's move... We'll just move him over here for now. We'll move... Oh, do I have to... Okay, I can't move him until they do that. End turn. To gives 2 willpower to any ally at range. So we'll move him so he sits behind him like so, and then we'll end his turn, and we'll move our little more intimidating guys further up. Can't exactly attack anyone yet, so I'm gonna have to end turn as well. But he can step forward. And now we can have a little bit of fun. Now, let's see. I can do 7 damage and kill him, or 1 damage to his shield wall. So we only need 6 to kill him. So let's do this. That's 1 down. Ah. Oh, he's a feisty one, isn't he? He's got 5 left, so let him move forward slightly. Attack, and we'll use a little bit of extra exertion for it. He's down. God, they're really taken to our Vikings here, or our giants, sorry. Let's see if I can move. He's only going to get 1. Let's keep him. Alright, let's put him here for now. We'll see what he does. What have we got? We got rally, attack. Okay, he can't really do much in the way of damage. So let's rally our people, especially him. He seems to need it. I probably should have kept him behind since he doesn't seem like he'll be able to suffer through much. Alright, let's move our man forward. We'll attack. Actually, let's see if we can damage some of his shield. Ooh, this is gonna hurt them both. But it might be better for me to use this until I can get my Tempest. Because the what is it? The armor actually dictates just about how much damage you can do to each enemy. So it is kind of limited in that sense. Okay, well I can't hit him from here, but can I move? Okay, I can't move because he's in the way. Alright, let's just rest for now. We'll move our man back because he's effectively useless at what we're trying to do here, so we'll let him rally our people. Now, let's see if we can bring some of the house down. Ah, getting hit triggers a counterattack. Ooh, let's go with him. I want to do some damage. I want to watch him squirm. Yes. You are going to pay for that. Okay, well I've got to move in. I can do 7 damage to him, which should help even up the odds. So if you're a fan of turn-based games, you're going to enjoy this. Otherwise, you may find this a little slow, a little too slow for your taste. I can assure you though, there will be plenty of other videos to watch. Plenty of other series, which will be just as interesting, or maybe more suited to your tastes. Let's take him out. Bit of splash damage. And this guy's taking a beating. 2, 6. Okay, let's worry about you. Get rid of you. Out of my way. Stop flailing your sword around. move over here. Time to attack. Let's see what sort of damage we can do to your shield, to your armor. Oh, my man's not looking too good. Let's finish this man off. Quickly if we can. Hey, what is this roguish behavior? Our man is not feeling too good. Let's move him back a bit actually. Rest. Well, I'm not resting yet as such. Let's move you. You only need 7, so you'll go down pretty easy. You're down. Don't hit him. You prick. I hope you rot. In that case, I'm gonna make you pay for that. With your life. 3 down. I don't know how many down. There's like 6 of them. He's got 1 health, and he's got that, so let's just take him out quickly. I can boost that with my willpower. Pillage mode can only be 1. Unfortunately, now you must die. The foes are dead. Eric has been promoted. And I got some nice renown. There they are. Gods be damned. I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking out the hall's windows onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well, Wagner. Next to Val kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long? Ah, things make a little more sense. You hoped I'd have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure that there are no rotting bodies or pools or entrails stealing the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? No, Eric, I've done enough already, and what is it? We'll go, what is it? If you happen to stall our guests down on the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Volgard hustle from the mead house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. I think we should be able to check out the docks. Wagner. The familiar Val steps onto the docks. In your mind you recall a much younger version trampling the halls of Grofheim, abundant in purpose. God, Uben, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old, and if there's Wagner there must be Hakan, must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and the stupid old yokes. At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Your under demands it. I'm serious, I'm probably butchering all these Nordic names. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I had no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Arberang, in fact, and glad for it. Hakan motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden wolf head emblazoned on red, the king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son Luden. Don't you know Scrivener? We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hakan has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hacken. And you're going to Grofheim. I have the distinct feeling I finished my business in Strand and was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day. In better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where is Mulgur? Hakon, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart his wake. You recognize a few. Others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Mulgur. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. I guess Scrivener is his profession as a scribe. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Lune looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. Well, weariness suddenly sets in and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hakon, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. Alright. Let's go share a drink with Hakon. I'm not worried about the drink. Scrivener. You find Hakon in a mead house surrounded by other Varl. Strand is no stranger to Varl, but rarely see this many. Hakon waves you over. Went straight for a flagon? Wagner's the one who agreed to pass up a drink. I wasn't invited to the governor's hall anyway. You already missed the massacre. Every year I make the rounds collecting taxes. Every year it's the human settlements that give me trouble. No surprise. What this time? When I got here, the Great Hall was already full of bodies. We added a few more. Ha, humans. I guess if I only lived as long as a Yox fart, I might be desperate to make something of myself too. It's not too late to start trying, Hakon. Hakon let slip a low chuckle. Any Varl could recount his deeds, knowing as he is for cutting a swathe through Dredge at Wagner's side in the Second War, and regularly since then. Down here I'm a glorified bodyguard. You might have a point, just another reason to get back to Grofheim. Soon enough, I imagine. You drink until the meat house becomes overbearing, then step back into the cool air outside. It has a very strong emphasis on story in this game. As it is, I'm really pushing it for time. So, if you've liked this video, feel free to join your friends and furry brethren in the Wolf Pack for more epic adventures such as this. I'm Timberwolf, and as always, thank you for watching.